During the early 2000s, memories flood back of a time when her son was merely 4 months old. The journey through her pregnancy was marred by relentless sickness, a constant companion attributed to her troublesome gallbladder. The waves of nausea often left her feeling faint, a sensation that lingered even after childbirth. Concerned physicians initially attributed her symptoms to typical pregnancy woes, but the persistence of her fainting spells raised red flags. An urgent surgical intervention uncovered the culprit: gallstones obstructing her bile duct. The marathon surgical procedure stretched from the crack of dawn at 8:30 a.m. to the late hours of 9:30 p.m. Following the operation, confined to her hospital room, she grappled with the aftermath. A gastric tube tethered her to reality as she battled bouts of breathlessness and overwhelming weakness, her mind fraught with fears of impending mortality. Then, a surreal experience ensued, as if her consciousness transcended its earthly confines. Lost in the depths of a dark tunnel, she found herself amidst ethereal company. At the tunnel's terminus shimmered a radiant light, a beacon of solace that enveloped her in a cascade of emotions: relief, love, contentment, and an ineffable joy that defied description. Emerging into the radiance ahead, a mysterious figure loomed, casting shadows over her path and hinting at the trials of her existence. Struggling with inner turmoil, she resisted revisiting her tumultuous past, yet the enigmatic presence assured her that change rested within her grasp. With a heart untainted, she recognized the potential to aid others, her thoughts instinctively turning to her beloved son. Retreating as if caught in a whirlwind, she found herself back in a sterile chamber, peering down at her lifeless form upon an operating table, resembling a scene from a resuscitation ward. Pronounced deceased by vigilant physicians, she witnessed a nurse's plea for one final endeavor, reluctantly granted by the attending doctor. Returning to her corporeal vessel, she found her memories erased. As she was escorted to her quarters, inquiries from her room companion hinted at the extraordinary nature of her return from the brink of oblivion. Her quest for answers met with elusive responses over time, challenging the credibility of her unearthly odyssey. Yet, despite skepticism, the veracity remained, a testament to Letitia's harrowing brush with mortality, segueing into another tale of near-death transcendence. Amidst the throes of childbirth, an unexpected communion with the divine unfolded. Enveloped by the vapors of anesthesia, she engaged in discourse with a presence she recognized as God. Amidst the haze of medicinal fog, she remained steadfast and clear-headed, administering the inhalant herself and assuring her caregivers of her lucidity. Despite the perilous drop in her vital signs, divine reassurance quelled her fears as she conversed with the Almighty, oblivious to the clamor of mortal concerns. In the sanctum of this ethereal dialogue, revelations unfolded, illuminating the tapestry of her existence and the fabric of her faith. Yet the decree came forth that upon awakening, the sacred knowledge imparted would slip beyond her conscious grasp, veiled until the appointed hour. Despite her entreaties for remembrance, she was granted only the assurance of divine encounter, the substance of her revelations withheld until fate decreed otherwise. Resurfacing into consciousness, she grappled with the elusive tendrils of forgotten wisdom, her newfound enlightenment shrouded in the mists of divine decree. Yet the profound resonance of her encounter with the divine lingered, a sacred secret etched upon her soul, shared with none but the pages of her journal, awaiting the moment when revelation would dawn once more. Several weeks later, the most captivating segment of her narrative began to unfold. It was a time when her baby entered the world, coinciding with a state of frantic distress experienced by her friend, KL, 8 months pregnant with her first child and sharing the same obstetrician/gynecologist. KL found herself engulfed in panic. Every detail of the birthing process became a source of relentless anxiety, despite reassurances. The sheer terror of childbirth gripped KL, leaving her in a state of perpetual fear. Regrettably, the storyteller could offer little solace, still grappling with the aftermath of a painful episiotomy and nursing challenges. Despite her baby's overall good temperament, the initial months were punctuated by nightly bouts of inconsolable crying. In one such instance, roughly 4 weeks postpartum, she was abruptly awakened at 3:00 a.m., her senses heightened and heart racing. Waves of pain, reminiscent of contractions, surged through her body. Drawing upon long-forgotten LeMay's techniques, she instinctively breathed through the agony. A peculiar notion crossed her mind. Kay is in labor. Inexplicably, she felt as if she shared Kay's burden, enduring the pain on her behalf. After enduring this surreal experience for 10 to 15 minutes, she drifted back to sleep. The following morning, Kay's husband rang to deliver news of Kay's successful delivery the previous night. Astonishingly, the storyteller accurately pinpointed the timing, though she kept the source of her knowledge concealed. Transitioning to the concluding narrative of near-death experience, NDE, in the video, the chilling words echoed, "We fear she won't survive." Subsequently, consciousness faded into a dark tunnel illuminated by a distant light. Driven by an inexplicable force, she gravitated towards the light, encountering a luminous entity. The encounter transcended description, engulfing her in an unparalleled sense of tranquility. The luminous being revealed her home, but emphasized her imperative to return, citing unfinished tasks awaiting her earthly presence. Through a vision, she glimpsed a harmonious world achievable through faith and collective support, consenting to return with the assurance of reclaiming her true identity and purpose. Despite the arduous journey back to the material realm, marked by an acute awareness of earthly existence, she returned imbued with profound insights into life, an unwavering defiance of death, and a resolute clarity of her earthly mission. With the final near-death experience recounted, share your reflections in the comments below. Until our next encounter, stay safe and remain blessed.